What's going on, guys, and welcome to another video in Kinetics. My name is Elam, and today I'm going to be reversing the trucks on a skateboard that I built from 2 skateboard trucks and a piece of 3/4 inch plywood, and see if I can actually steer it. If you haven't already, don't forget to leave a like on this video and subscribe to the channel down below in order for me to keep posting more videos like this, and comment down below for video suggestions for videos that I can do in the future. And I appreciate you guys for your support and watching my videos. Now let's get into it. So what we have right here is 3/4 inch plywood board. Notice how the trucks are kind of aligned in this configuration. We were trying to do something weird like a diagonal board. Unfortunately, it's really hard to actually balance on this thing, so we decided to move to a different project that's relatable. And so what we're going to do is we're going to actually reverse the truck, so that way when you, instead of having to lean in to steer, you have to lean out. And if you're confused, you'll see in the demonstration video. All right, let's get into it. All right, guys, so let's get started. So I'm gonna first try and remove the screws from this board right here. So I'm gonna be using a drill to do that, just to make my life a little easier. Since these trucks kind of block out like the path of being able to drill it, you're gonna need like a really good hex driving bit. Like what I mean by that, I mean by like a really long one, so that way it's easier for you to reach it in. So that, because your drill's also gonna get in the way of that. All right, so I'm gonna unscrew these. All right, guys, so I removed the trucks and I removed all the screws. So as you can tell here, like some of the screws got popped off here, but thankfully this was diagonal, so if we just place them like this, it should work properly. So I think this is the backwards placement for them, I believe. So I'm gonna try them like this. Never place them in this configuration like here, because then it won't steer at all. It'll just go forward, and when you tilt, it'll just tilt the board and not turn it. All right, so you gotta make sure they're always like facing each other in some way. So I think this is like the correct way to have them. We're gonna figure out, I guess. So I'm gonna place them inside here like this, and we're gonna see how it goes. All right, so I use these screws right here for the board, and when I was riding it, they fell out, or like they just kind of got stripped off. So I would recommend using like a slightly longer screw. But seeing how this is a 3/4 inch plywood piece of wood, you also want to make sure it doesn't stick out, so that way when you place your shoes on it, it doesn't stab you or stab your shoe or whatever. All right, I'm going to be trying to use these screws. I don't know the exact length of them, but they seem to work pretty well. I'm going to try and follow my own advice and make sure they don't stick up out of the board, but they may or may not. And if that happens, I guess I can try and like put something on top of it to make sure it doesn't like stick out and become a safety hazard. All right, so actually, like, building a skateboard with just like having already pre-built trucks and a flat piece of wood is not that hard. You just find a flat piece of wood that can support your weight as a human, and then you screw it on. I would recommend clamping it down though, so that way it doesn't shift around while you're drilling the screws in. The skateboard is now complete. Here's what it looks like. Rolls pretty well. So now let's go and test out if it'll work. Before we do that, I'm probably going to cover these up with tape, since, as you can tell, some of the screws broke through the surface. But I'm really excited to see this. Let's test it out. Okay, so I'm going to test out the board. I haven't quite figured it out if it will turn right or wrong, so it was nothing. So it turns correctly, which is, I guess, good and bad. Good because I made something work, but bad because it didn't do what we wanted it to do. We wanted it to turn backwards. So if you look at the alignment of the trucks right here, they're turned apparently the correct way. So pro skateboarders are probably angry at me right now, or happy, I don't know. So let's flip these 180 in towards each other and make it actually reverse steer. Alrighty, guys, so after the test, I realized that I had actually put them on right, ironically. So let's flip these guys around and test them out again. All right, guys, I have placed the trucks back on the skateboard. Let's go outside and test her out again. Skateboard is done. Let's try her out. Oh. Okay, there we go. We got it. Okay, so what you gotta do is you gotta lean out now, not lean in, lean out. This thing's really hard to master, but it's possible. Whoa! Oh gosh. Okay. Whoa! Oh gosh. As you can tell, this is very hard to steer, but it's possible. Oh gosh. Let's try it again. Oh. Whoa. It always hurts me when I try and push down on it. So hard, guys, so hard. Ah! So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope it was as entertaining to you as it was to me, because it was very entertaining to me. Drop a massive like and comment down below for any video suggestions for videos that I can do in the future. I will be sure to take a look at those. I appreciate you guys, and as always, thank you for watching. See you guys next time.